Hello everyone. Today's lesson is about the passive voice. Have you learned this before? If so, it's a chance for you to revise it, but if not, I hope it'll be useful to you in your English study. First of all, just take a look at the very basic active sentence pattern that can generate passive ones in English. We have subject, verb, object, with or without an adverb. Verb in this pattern must be a transitive verb, or VT, which must take an object. Object can be a single word, a phrase, or a clause. Adverb can be of manner, of place, of time, or whatever kind. For instance, J.K. Rowling wrote the Harry Potter books, in which J.K. Rowling is the subject, wrote is the transitive verb, and the Harry Potter books is the object. Here are a few more examples. He does his homework carefully, in which he is the subject, does is the transitive verb, his homework is the object, carefully is the adverb of manner. People grow rice in Vietnam, in which people is the subject, grow is the transitive verb, rice is the object, in Vietnam is the adverb of place. They sold their old car last month, in which they is the subject, sold is the transitive verb, their car is the object, last month is the adverb of time. However, when we want to show that the action of the verb is more important than the person who carries out the action, we normally use the passive voice. We form the passive with the verb to be in the appropriate tense, and the past participle of the main verb. Let me show you how to change an active sentence into a passive one. We have the active sentence: subject, verb, object, and possibly an adverb. Step number 1. Identify the subject, verb, object, and adverb if any. Step number 2. The object in the active sentence becomes the subject of the passive sentence. Step number 3. The verb changes from the active form into the passive form, the correct form of the verb to be, followed by the past participle of the main verb. Please note that the verb to be is in the same tense as the main verb in the active sentence, and it must agree with the new subject. Step number 4. The subject of the active sentence becomes the agent with by, followed by a person, things. And finally, don't forget the adverb, if there is one in the active sentence. With is followed by an object or an instrument. Here are the common tenses of the verb to be and modal verbs. The simple present, am, is, are. The present continuous, am, is, are, being. The present perfect, has, have, been. The simple past, was, were. The past continuous was, were, being. The past perfect had been. The simple future and modal verbs will, must, should, can, be. Let's study the following examples. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter books. Can be rewritten as: Harry Potter books were written by J.K. Rowling. He does his homework carefully. Can be rewritten as: His homework is always done carefully. People grow rice in Vietnam. Can be rewritten as: Rice is grown in Vietnam. They sold their old car last month. Can be rewritten as: Their old car was sold last month. Please remember that there are cases in which the agent is not mentioned in the passive sentences. Case number 1. The agent is unknown. For example, the car was stolen yesterday. We don't know who stole it. Case number 2. The agent is not important. For instance, the postcards were sent 2 days ago. It is not important who sent them. Case number 3. The agent is obvious from the context. For example, the thief was caught last night. Obviously, the thief was caught by the police, but we don't need to mention the police here. Case number 4. The subject of the sentence in the active sentence is people, 1, someone, somebody, nobody, they, he, etc. For instance, her brother will be met at the airport tomorrow. Okay. That's something basic about the passive voice you should know. You can click the links below to get more practice. We'll meet again soon for other advanced structures of it. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson and find it useful. Don't forget to share it with your friends. I'm Mr. Long, the English helper. Goodbye and take care.